All right, Shalom Akyam. Hey, first and foremost, we want to give all honor and glory to the Heavenly Father.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
We also want to give double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, ReUpload. Peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. All right. Hey, I'm Zahab, and to my left,
Kazak.
Hey, your weaknesses is going to get you out the truth, man. You know, what more clear way can I say it, you know? And the reason why I'm saying this is because the Most High wants his men to come up on a level. Mm-hmm. And he imputed us weaknesses, all right, to give us a form of resistance. And resistance gives you strength in the spirit. So anytime you resist, you become stronger in the spirit. But once you don't resist and succumb to the temptations or your weaknesses, that makes you weak. And once you are weak, you cannot resist Satan. If you can't resist Satan, you get weeded out. All right, so go ahead.
Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 32, verse 20. Go not in a way wherein thou mayest fall.
Go not in a way wherein thou mayest fall. All right? So don't put yourself in a situation where you could get weeded out the truth or weeded out the faith or kicked out, man. Don't put yourself in an adulterous situation, man. All right? And go in a way where thou mayest fall. You traditionally succumb to your weaknesses, man. And the reason why we're doing this lesson is because we know not to eat pork. We know not to talk to a married woman. We know not to shave our beards, man. But it's those little things you battle with on a day-to-day basis that causes a slippery slope effect to you falling out the truth, man. Okay, read that again with Bakasha.
Sirach 32 and 20. Go not in a way wherein thou mayest fall.
Go not in a way wherein thou mayest fall. Did you have anything you want to say?
Nothing. I just had another scripture after this.
Okay, come. You can get it.
And stumble not among the stones.
And stumble not among the stones, man. Walk with discretion. Okay? Walk with discretion, man. Like, it's very important to attack these gray areas in the spirit, man. Okay?
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight, that if he be overcome, he shall suffer as thou hast said, but if he get the victory, he shall receive the thing that I say. Now, you know, that's the point. Well, you know what? Let me jump up to verse 54. I'm going to read 54 and 55. Mm-hmm. It says, for we have walked in unpleasant places, and at the faces of them which have used abstinence.
Yeah. And that's not talking about waiting until you get married to have sex. That's abstaining from wickedness, man. See, Babylon, the thing that makes Babylon or America different from all the other countries, that Babylon makes everything available for you, man. Really, if Yahweh Shai was walking this planet Earth, he would subscribe more to Eastern culture than Western culture, man. All right? Babylon tells you sin is great.
Yep.
Self-discipline is oppression. Ruling your family is toxic masculinity, man. All right? You know, basically Esau has a script written out that, you know, after high school or during high school, he's supposed to get some ass, go to college. College is basically the Greco-Roman world, man. And you're supposed to do what the Romans do, man. But the scriptures tell us otherwise, man.
And the faces of them, and that the faces of them which have used abstinence shall shine above the stars.
Yep, and that's Abba willing, that's us. Hey, it tells us that in Daniel that we're gonna shine, man. Okay, you got another precept?
Khan.
All right,
this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 22. Abstain from all appearance of evil.
And that goes back to that abstinence in 2nd Ezra, man. Abstain from all appearances of evil, man. Like I said, we in Israel, man, us brothers, we have to get on a level to where you're not being defeated by your weaknesses every day. And really, it's all praise to Yahweh Shai for giving you those weaknesses, because those weaknesses allow you to practice resistance. And practicing resistance is where you build strength and character. If you're in the gym and you don't have any weights on a bench press, you're not building any muscle. You know what I mean? If you don't have any resistance, you're not exercising anything, man. So the Most High gives you temptations you got to deal with. The Most High gives you weaknesses that you constantly get conquered by. But He doesn't want you to justify being conquered by it. That's a weak ass spirit, man. He wants you to resist it so He want to produce alpha males to do His work, man. All right.
This is 2 Corinthians 12:7. And lest I should be exalted above measure, through the abundance of the revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh.
Apostle Paul had a thorn in the flesh. And why did he have a thorn in the flesh? Go ahead.
The messenger of Satan to buffet me.
Yep.
Lest I should be exalted above measure.
Lest he should be exalted above measure. Or lest man should look at him and say that he's Yahweh Shai. How these peasants, these niggas, are talking about Nipsey Hussle is the Messiah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
For this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And He said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness.
Your strength is made perfect in weakness because you're forced to just beg to Yahweh Shai for mercy. Because the Most High didn't want you to come into this truth so you could be the new face of Israel, man. You could be the go-to guy. No, you're here to realize that it's all on the power of Yahweh, all on the mercy of Yahweh Shai, and not your own strength, man. You know? And if you could get Sirach 19:2 right quick. This is 19:1. Yeah, 19:1.
Sirach chapter 19 verse 1. A laboring man that is given to drunkenness shall not be rich. And he that contemneth small things, let me read that again. And he that contemneth small things shall fall by little and little.
And when you go into that word contempt, it goes back into the word abhor. So if you ignore certain things concerning this truth, all right, you'll slowly start to be weeded out the faith, man. Your oil will slowly start to dry out, man. If you slowly stop reading, stop watching videos, if you slowly stop hanging around the brothers, you hang around your woman more, or if you slowly just neglect your duties in the spirit, stop praying, stop fasting, you will slowly start to deviate from the word, and your oil will start drying up. And then you'll start to have these desires to please your flesh, man. The true escape is the word, man. All right, but we all have to pray to Yahweh Shai to give us strength over our weaknesses, man. And they got this analogy where within you is a good wolf and a bad wolf. And what determines what wolf is going to win is based on which wolf you feed the most. So if you feed the bad wolf, which really represents your flesh is going to dominate your spirit. But if you feed the spirit, which is the good wolf, then you're going to be more dominant in the spirit and you're going to have more control over your flesh. All right? But you have to continue to feed that good wolf. And then feeding the bad wolf is contempt small things, little and little, man. All right?
Got something else for you real quick? This is Galatians chapter 5 and verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
And keep your head buried in these scriptures. One thing that Apostle Kabar said years ago on one of the first videos that I watched of him, he was like, it's a fight to stay in this truth, man. And the way you stand in faith is keep your head buried in the scriptures. So read that again, Babakasha.
This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Walk in the spirit, and you should not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Going back to that analogy with the good wolf and the bad wolf, man. Walking in the spirit, keep your head buried in these scriptures, man. All right? Don't give the word, treat the word like a side chick, so to speak. But you all in the world like that's your new woman, man. All right? Now, the world needs to be the side piece, man. All right? And every aspect of this truth needs to be that main woman, man. Wisdom needs to be that main woman. Okay? You had a precept, bro?
I'm still looking for it, but I can keep reading in this. Well, unless you want me to go back to Sirach 19.
Well, but Babakasha, can you get you can close it out on your scripture, but it's gonna be one of the last scriptures, 1 Corinthians 13 and 5.
1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 5. 1 Corinthians 13:5.
Yeah, examine yourself whether you be in faith.
Okay.
Was it 13:15?
I think it's 2 Corinthians.
Salak. We're going to close it out after this.
Come on.
All right.
2 Corinthians chapter 13 and begin at verse 5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates.
Hey, I hope you brothers are edified to the next lesson. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah.